Hi there guys, it's Vicki, me love Bono, and I wanted to share 2015 Halloween cards with you. Here's my first little set. You'll see this one says got candy. This one says you are my favorite creeper. However, I added an S at the end because I'm going to send that to my pharmacy. I love the people at my pharmacy. I made the images, I colored them in using my style stamps. It's called Monster Hugs. And there's the images. How cute, right? I just found out about my style stamps last year, but apparently they'd been around for a while and I didn't see them. This is your normal A7 size card, and I stamp out a bunch of the images. I sit here, I color them in while watching TV or talking to people or whatever, and fussy cut them, and then I just kind of make a bunch of cards and mix it up a little bit. You'll see what I mean in a second here. There's the next set on an orange background, and I don't know what the paper pads are. They're just some random 6x6 pads. I guess these would be considered portrait since they're up and down and open sideways. I just used my hole punch for behind the images. You see some of the eyes I just colored in, and some of the eyes I used my wobbly eyes, my googly eyes for. On the back of every card, I put a little something like this. And I will let you know what the name is of these stamps that I use on the back before I end the video. Now, there are certain people I make a more elaborate card for. If I know the person I'm sending the card to is going to really appreciate it and maybe even keep the card, then I put a little bit more love and product into the card. To people that may just toss it out after sitting it, you know, on a shelf or something for the season, I still put a lot of love into the card, but I try not to put as much time. These cards here will go to my son and my grandson. They love to kill zombies. So I was really glad to find this. I got this from the Not Too Shabby store. And she always gets your order out to you quickly. She has great prices. She normally has a discount or a sale. I really like Jamie, and that's Not Too Shabby. And this is called Doug. You know, here's the inside. I don't do too much to the inside because I do like to write a long message in my cards. Listen, I love getting a card. I don't care if it's store-bought. I don't care if all you do is put on the inside XO and your name. But I have to tell you, I really appreciate when someone writes me a personalized note inside of the card. I always put lengthy messages. I bet you're not surprised a bit because I talk a lot. See, that's to my son. And I just see the sentiment. I type that up and then printed it out. Sometimes I use stamps for the sentiments, sometimes not. That little bat is a EK Success punch. And then you'll see I use the stencil paste with the stars in the background. My son keeps his cards. And that's stencil paste with a stencil from Simon Says Stamp. The fence is, oh, it's some kind of cutout, one of the thin metal dies. And then you can see I used my Goo Drippy Martha Stewart border punch for the blood on the gate. Here's a couple of more. Of course, these will go to girls. More My Style stamps. How cute is that? And you'll see this is where I got my little tombstone for the zombie cards. And this is called Frightfully Delightful. And she's just so cute. Now these will go to some very special people. I used a 12 by 12 piece of ultra thick cardstock by Basil. Cut it right down the middle, folded it over. I like myself a good, thick, heavy-duty card. So I use the ultra thick for these bigger cards, and for the life of me, I cannot think of the cardstock. Paper Studio. Hang on. For my cards, I like to use Paper Tray Ink cardstock. I think it's like 110 pound, and it's one of the first uber thick cardstocks I was ever able to find a few years back. But I'll tell you something, I picked up some of that 110 pound cardstock from Michael's, and it's pretty good too. Anyway, you'll see I used some I Am Roses. This I stamped. It was two different stamps. UR was by itself, and this was just another random stamp. Colored them, put some flowers, embossed the gate so it just has a texture. I love to feel my cards when I get them, and I like when there's texture to the cards. I roughed up the edges of this, and this will go out to a couple of my girlfriends who I'm sure appreciate the cards. So that's why I put the extra love and care. For mailing, I will use a 5x7 padded manila envelope to mail these. And there you see. The leaves are Martha Stewart punches. I embossed the purple paper right against the images. That's very three-dimensional. Another long story inside. See how the little leaves curl up? I love stuff like that. I love to get it, so hopefully the recipients will love this too. That's it, guys. I hope you see something that you can use on your Halloween cards. Thanks for watching. Have a great week.